In previous session, when we talk about the risk, we keep mentioning uncertainty several times. And if you look to most of the definitions about risk, you will find the word uncertainty. So here in this video, we will try to see if there is a relation between risk and uncertainty and what is the difference between them. In fact, the word uncertainty is often used together with the word risk, as we mentioned. So, what do we mean by uncertainty? Uncertainty refers to the lack of knowledge or certainty about a particular outcome or a situation. It can be caused by a lack of information, lack of understanding, or lack of predictability. So you don't have knowledge about something. That's why you are not certain. Did the result of the exam show up or not? You don't have the knowledge, so it may be yes, it may be no. But risk, on the other hand, is the possibility of suffering harm or loss. It is a measure of a likelihood and potential impact of a particular event or situation. In fact, when you go to the definition of risk, you will find the word uncertainty. But the key word here that you have the full knowledge, you have a forecasting, predictability that something will occur and you can measure. So you have the information and the knowledge already. There is a close relationship between uncertainty and risk. Uncertainty often leads to risk. So if you are not sure, uncertain about something, it might cause a risk. As when we are unsure about the outcome of a particular situation, we may take actions to mitigate the potential risk. Oh, what does this mean? We need an example. So, if you are unsure about the reliability of a particular investment, like stock market, Bitcoin investment, this is a high risk volatility market. Today, Bitcoin is 50,000. Tomorrow, it will be 60,000. So you are not sure what might happen in the future. You might lose 50% or 100% of your money in just a second. This is the risk. You may decide not to invest in Bitcoin as it is a risk market in order to reduce the risk of losing your money, your savings. By identifying both of them, let us see the key difference between risk and uncertainty. First, the risk is defined as the situation of winning or losing something worthily. As we mentioned before, either you have a positive risk or a negative risk. Uncertainty is a condition where there is no knowledge about the future event. You don't know what's happening. Whatever it is, positive or negative, you don't know. Also, risk can be measured, can be quantified through theoretical methods, models. We will teach you throughout the course how to quantify and prioritize the risk. Conversely, it is not possible to measure uncertainty in a quantitative term, as the future events are unpredictable. That's why uncertainty cannot be measured, but risk can be measured. Also, the potential outcome are known in the risk. So you know if it is a positive risk or a negative risk. Whereas in the case of uncertainty, you don't know the future, so the outcome are unknown. You cannot expect that. Also, risk can be controlled if you have the proper measure, proper prioritization, and you have your treatment strategy. Either you will mitigate, you will avoid, whatever strategy will work for you. But on the other hand, uncertainty is beyond your control. You don't know if the situation is positive or negative impact. So you cannot put a treatment strategy in order to mitigate or avoid. And here is the dilemma about the uncertainty. not like the risk. Also, minimization of risk can be done, as we mentioned, by taking the necessary precautions. You have a risk of patient fall, so you are taking your measure fall assessment. You are putting certain precautions so you will avoid patient fall, so you can control it, as opposed to the uncertainty that cannot be minimized. And finally, in risk, probabilities are assigned to set of circumstances which is not possible in case of uncertainty. If the patient are drowsy under narcotic, if he will get up from bed fast, he might fall. So now you are putting the possibilities when the patient will fall, what action if you will do, it will lead to the risk. But uncertainty, you don't know. You cannot control that. Finally, at the end of this video, risk is a specific type of uncertainty that refers to the potential for loss or harm and can be managed through risk assessment and mitigation. But on the other hand, uncertainty is a broader concept that refers to the lack of knowledge, lack of predictability of an event outcome. Thank you and see you in next video.